Here we are again with Dana, and today we
Summertime.
are going to talk about something very important. Well, everything that we talk is always very important. I hope so, because if not,
Yes.
we wouldn't be doing it. And we are going to talk about this, the power of eye contact in business.
So not about glasses.
Not about glasses, no, no. But if I do eye contact like this, I started doing like this because, unfortunately, I have to wear glasses, and it works like that. So today we are going to talk about the power of eye contact in business.
Yes.
And the first question is for you. In your experience, how important is eye contact in business networking? And networking is something, a topic that I really like. I even wrote a book about it. So I probably like a little bit. So can you give us your input on that?
First of all, I recommend reading the book that Filipe
Oh, thank you.
secondly, the importance of eye contact. Obviously, we probably, if you tested looking at someone's shoes while doing business and networking with them, you probably figured out it doesn't work like that. Also, if you have in front of you a pretty elegant lady with a type of skirt that you like, please, as a man, do not look at her skirt only. Okay, have some eye contact. So, how important is that in business? It goes without saying. It's fundamental because we are more than the flesh. We are human beings who like to connect with the other person in front of them. And so the more connected we feel to the person, the more we feel understood. And the more prone, the more open we are to doing business with that person. Again, do not stare too long, especially if you're a man and look into a lady's eyes, or vice versa, obviously. So maybe just focus your attention sometimes in the eye, sometimes in between the eyes, sometimes in the forehead, if you
Yeah,
need.
that's a trick for shy people because many times shy people have the problem of looking into the eyes. They are,
It's shyness, but it can also have to do with um, some kind of, let's say, unresolved emotional situations. I had that with my mom. I mean, boy, I had such difficulties doing business with women in the past because when they were looking at me, thinking about what I was saying, I would remember my mom staring at me as a child, like something like, sit on your bum and shut up and listen to me. So there was, until I actually sorted out this emotional situation, I couldn't actually look into a lady's eyes more than few seconds. So back to business. Eye contact, fundamental. Just don't stare, don't look too much at someone's shoes or skirt, and find a balance between looking away and looking into the person's eyes. Obviously, eye contact is important both in business but also in everyday life, isn't it? And actually, if we take eye contact outside the business context, we can think of situations like romantic bars and restaurants. I mean, there must be a secret behind this and why this happens. So if you have any experience or or anything to share with us, I'd very much like to know about that. What's the secret between romantic bars and restaurants, would you say?
I will destroy now romanticism because many times people go to these places they say that it has a romantic environment. And when you ask them what's in it to be romantic, they will talk about the music, the feeling about the place. And then if you go a little bit deeper, they will say, well, the light. And why the light is important to create a romantic? Because if you have a lot of light, it's not romantic. But if you have this type of dim light,
Yeah.
it is romantic. So it's like when we were like teenagers, if we were in a classroom and the light would go off and only a dim light would be there, people would start like, oh, think, because
Mhm.
it is like a kind of program that we have in our head. What happens in this, and this is the thing that I will destroy romanticism now, is
Watch out,
that
everybody.
yes, when people like something, our pupils get bigger,
Enlarge, yeah.
but also they are sensitive to light. So basically, if there is dim light, the pupils have to open more. So if you create an environment where the light is dim, our subconscious brain will say, okay, that person likes me because her pupils open up. It's that
Dilate.
moment
Oh,
where people say, oh, I think something is there. Something happened. There was a look. I cannot explain that because it's our subconscious brain that is analyzing this information. And
yeah.
why this is important also in business. Imagine somebody that is really trying to sell a concept, a product, or whatever. And when they are trying to stress an idea, their belief, their pupils, because they don't like the idea, they don't believe what they are saying, the pupils will go small.
Uh-huh.
And on the other side, the person that is watching that is not like, oh, I saw the pupils. No, no. They will, I have a feeling, women will say intuition,
Yeah.
that that person is not really confident in the
Mm.
product, in the concept, in what they are saying.
Mm.
I don't understand why. Even, for instance, when you go to movies, what happened when we see a movie, even on TV or whatever, you can think, oh, this there was no chemistry between the couple
Mm.
in the
The two
movie.
characters, yeah.
And why is that? I don't know. I cannot explain.
You pick signals,
But
yeah.
the thing is that imagine a scene where they are supposed to be very in love, and both of them have their pupils very, very, very
Fantastic,
small, like
yeah.
we hate each other. And what? How we can control this? First of all, we have to acknowledge that this exists. So with that,
Mm.
we cannot control it. The only way we can control it is, okay, we don't feel comfortable with one part of the project, one part of the concept, one part of the feature of what we are selling.
Yeah.
And we need to readdress this and think, okay, how I can be comfortable with this. Because if we try to sell something, meaning ourselves, our product, our service, our company, whatever, but we really don't believe that will show off.
Oh,
So
certainly.
we need to address this. So we need
We'll pick
to first person that we need to convince is ourselves. And this is not lying to ourselves. No, 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 no.
It's having
Because
clear
again,
idea.
it's okay. From which perspective I can see it that it will be useful to my client, that I can strongly believe about this product, that I can strongly believe about this concept.
Yeah, need to be authentic.
So it is a before work. Okay. So
It's
you were saying about uh, looking to somebody, and how long you can look to somebody in the eye and not be weird.
until the other person tells you, okay, you're being weird.
And if the person doesn't say that,
No, yeah, you read the non-signal, the non-verbal
yes,
communication. It's that, but it's also, of course, your duty as a business person to look up the culture of the country you are visiting. Obviously, I mean, if we look at Asian cultures, for instance, they are not much in love with looking you in the eye. You know, they rather just look down a little bit, and it's not a lack of respect, especially with women. We are looking at Muslim women, Asian ladies. For them is a way of avoiding direct contact, to avoid this kind of man to woman connection potentially, you know. So we've got to be aware of the culture we are dealing with, and then of course use your common sense. I mean, just like you said before, read the nonverbal expressions of the person, and then adjust accordingly. I mean, it can also happen in business that you kind of start to have a crush on your business partner. Hey, that's part of life as well, right?
Yeah.
In that case, I suppose, say it's a woman talking and a man listening, and he's probably hearing somehow what she's got to say, but all he can see is her beautiful eyes and her gorgeous smile. So then he's hypnotized. I mean, he has no control over his brain anymore. But other than cases like this, when you just start to fall in love while you're listening to someone talk.
Also, there are bromances. They are also bromances, okay?
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, we got to look at that as well. We need to accept both realities. Then just to give an answer, how long to look into someone's eyes until you observe that the other person is comfortable with that look into your own eyes. Also, there are people who, so to speak, are some kind of spiritual people. So, like they give more weight to what connection they feel through your eyes with one another, more than they would give to what they hear as messages, and they trust that more. You know, this kind of intuitive people or spiritual people who will think, okay, if we connect on an energy level or on a soul level, so to speak, then I feel I can trust and listen to the other person. And
Yep. Because time is running, our conversations are always interesting. Let me only add one thing to your point.
please do.
We have a problem with people that really look to our eyes for a long time, because this is coming from very ancient times, very ancient times. Because if we think about it, in nature there are two types of animals: predators and preys. And the predators are the ones that are looking at, and we see this as a potential threat. It is something that is in our DNA for millions of years. And when somebody is really looking at us, at some point we feel very uncomfortable, because our reptilian brain kicks off and says, danger, danger, danger. So this is one of the things. So like you were saying, it's always about active listening, and active listening connects with also observing the nonverbal communication. So with that, we are reaching really our time.
Oh,
so we will have now a break until October. I will have to suggest a date because I will be traveling a lot. Yes. So we will have another of our interesting conversations, but this time in October. So Dana, once again, thank you very much, and keep in touch.
Thank you for joining us. And once again, feel free to get in touch with Filipe or I if you feel we can be a contribution to your business and implicitly to your finances as part of your eye contact in business.
Networking.
Networking indeed.
Okay, thank you.
See you next time.